All right, so this next quiz, 363, is on equations of parallel and perpendicular lines and proofs. Really, it's just identifying the slopes of the parallel and perpendicular lines. So parallel lines have equal slopes or the same slope. So if lines P and Q are parallel and line P has a slope of -2, then what is the slope of Q? Well, the slope of Q will be the exact same as the slope of P. So m equals -2. Okay, second example, if lines A and B are parallel and line A has a slope of -4/5, then then line B has a slope of, well, they're parallel, so they have equal slopes. So line B has a slope of -4/5. Okay, those are parallel lines and their slopes. Perpendicular lines cross at 90 degrees. In other words, they cross at right angles. So their slopes are negative reciprocals of each other. Negative meaning that we are going to change the sign. So they will have opposite signs. One will be positive, one will be negative. And the reciprocals say that the numerators and denominators of the slope are going to swap. They are going to reciprocate. So if lines C and D are perpendicular, and line C has a slope of -2/5, then line D has a slope of, so line C has a slope of -2/5, so line D is going to be a +5/2. So the 2 and the 5 swapped places in the numerator and denominator. Okay, our last example, if lines S and T are perpendicular and line S has a slope of 3, then line T has a slope of, okay, so slope of 3 means we're going to have a negative, and rather than 3, this 3 is really the same as 3 over 1, so we were going to get a -1/3. So if you have a whole number or an integer, you're going to get 1 over that number. Just remember that it's 1 over, numerator will be 1. Okay, and don't forget to change your signs for perpendicular, and that is all about equations of parallel and perpendicular lines and proofs. If you have further questions, let me know.